Can your thoughts about someone actually turn them into a monster? What if I told you that your expectations could transform your chill coworker into a raging Slack message tyrant? Buckle up, nerds, because we're about to dive into the mind-bending world of self-fulfilling prophecies. Hey there, I'm SuperNerd. Superman granted me superpowers to understand and simplify science on the condition that I use them to benefit others. That's why today I'm bringing you an amazing topic. But first, I need your support. Subscribe to the channel so we can reach our dream of 1 million nerds. Subscribe now and be part of this epic journey. And guess what? We're taking the show to new heights, literally. No more cramped rooms surrounded by books. From now on, we're soaring through the stars as we explore the wonders of science. It's one small step for SuperNerd, one giant leap for nerdkind. Now, are you ready to have your mind blown in zero gravity? Picture this. It's 1978, and two psychology rock stars are cooking up an experiment crazier than your latest viral challenge. What were Mark Snyder and Bill Schwinn trying to prove? Hold on to your wireless earbuds, because this is where things get wilder than your last online date. Enter our unsuspecting guinea pigs, Mark and Steve. Little did they know they were about to star in the psychological thriller of the year. The rules? Simpler than explaining the plot of Inception. Okay, maybe not that simple. A 24-question test with a twist. Each participant gets a noise gun to mess with their opponent. Sounds like your average day working from home with noisy roommates, right? But wait, there's more. The sneaky experimenters pull Steve aside and whisper, "Pissed Steve, watch out for Mark. He's as stubborn as someone refusing to use a digital payment app." Talk about planting seeds of discord. It's like telling someone their dating app match's idea of fine dining is the dollar menu. What happened next? Let's just say it was noisier than a gym during peak hours. More than 60% of the Steves in this experiment went full Rambo with their noise guns. And poor Mark, he probably felt like he was stuck in an EDM festival with no earplugs. Can you imagine being on the receiving end of that cacophony? It's enough to make you wish for the sweet sound of your upstairs neighbor's 6 a.m. workout session. Now, put yourself in Mark's shoes. You're being bombarded with more noise than a video call where no one's on mute. What would you do? If you said, "Give them a taste of their own medicine," congratulations! You've just proven the experimenter's secret whisper correct. It's like when your social media feed suddenly fills with ads for the exact thing you just talked about. Somehow, it always comes true. But here's the kicker. Steve's expectation of Mark being violent actually made Mark violent. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy on steroids. Psychologists call this behavioral confirmation, but I call it the "you swiped right on crazy, now deal with it" effect. Ever had a friend constantly accuse you of being basic, only to find yourself unironically loving pumpkin spice everything? Same principle, nerds. Just when you thought it was over, the experiment throws us a curveball faster than you can say crypto crash. Exit Steve, enter Jack, a fresh-faced participant with no preconceptions. You'd think Mark would calm down, right? Wrong! Our once peaceful Mark had transformed into the Incredible Hulk of noise gun warfare. Talk about a personality change more dramatic than your friend who got really into CrossFit. What's the deal? It seems Steve's treatment left Mark with some serious baggage. The violence didn't just stick around, it spread faster than a meme during a cultural moment. Have you ever seen how one person's passive-aggressive message can derail an entire team's productivity? Same idea, but with more noise guns and less emoji reactions. But wait, there's hope. In a plot twist worthy of Black Mirror, the experimenters ran a control test. This time, they told the Steves of the world that Mark was practically a saint. The result? Violence dropped faster than your motivation to keep up with that New Year's resolution. It turns out, a little kindness goes a long way. Who knew that thinking nice thoughts about someone could actually make them nicer? It's like manifestation, but with scientific backing. Now, let's dive deeper into this control experiment because it's the key to understanding just how powerful our expectations can be. In this version of the test, the experimenters whispered to Steve, "Hey, you're in luck." Mark is known for being super cooperative and friendly. What happened next was nothing short of miraculous. The Steves in this scenario barely touched their noise guns. It was like they were allergic to the very idea of being disruptive. And Mark, he was cooler than your friend who claims they're over social media but still posts daily stories. The difference was night and day, folks. But here's where it gets really interesting. Remember how in the original experiment, Mark carried his aggressive behavior into interactions with innocent Jack? Well, in this positive expectation scenario, Mark's friendly behavior also persisted. It's like the experimenters had unlocked a cheat code for creating nice people. This control experiment didn't just show that positive expectations can lead to positive outcomes. It demonstrated that our expectations have the power to completely reshape someone's behavior and personality. We're not just talking about a small nudge here, we're talking about a total transformation that ripples out to affect others. Think about it. With just a few words, the experimenters were able to create two completely different versions of Mark. One was a noise gun-happy aggressor, while the other was a paragon of patience and cooperation. Same person, drastically different outcomes, all because of a change in expectations. If that doesn't highlight the danger and the potential of our expectations, I don't know what does. Now, let's zoom out for a second. If a simple experiment can turn regular Joes into noise gun maniacs or saints, what does this mean for the real world? Could our expectations be creating the very problems we fear? It's like accidentally liking your ex's social media post from 3 years ago while doing some late-night stalking. Once it's out there, things can spiral quickly. Take social issues, for instance. What if our expectations of certain groups are actually pushing them towards the very behaviors we're trying to prevent? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Like assuming all young adults are entitled avocado toast addicts, even if just 1% fit that stereotype. Constantly hearing it might make others think, well, if that's what they expect, might as well lean into it. So, what's the moral of this noise gun saga? Be careful what you expect from others. It might just come true. Next time you're tempted to think the worst of someone, try flipping the script. Who knows? Your positive expectations might just create a self-fulfilling prophecy of the best kind. It's like curating your social media feed. You reap what you sow. So why not sow some kindness? Remember, nerds, with great expectations comes great responsibility. Use your powers wisely. The next time you're stuck in rush hour traffic, instead of assuming every other driver is a maniac, try imagining them as courteous road warriors just trying to make it to their fitness class on time. Who knows? You might just manifest a miracle on the highway. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this mind-bending episode in the comments. Have you ever experienced a self-fulfilling prophecy in your own life? Maybe you convinced yourself that public speaking was terrifying, only to bomb that big presentation? Or perhaps you hyped yourself up before a job interview and nailed it? Let us know! And hey, if we reach 1 million subscribers, maybe we can run our own noise gun experiment. Just kidding. Please don't try this at home unless you want to become the most hated person in your apartment complex. Check out the sources below for more brain food, and stay tuned for our next adventure in the wild world of psychology. Will we uncover more mind-blowing experiments? Will we finally figure out why your cat judges you for binge-watching streaming services? The suspense is killing me.